Our world is in a violent transition of great change. I know the number of human lives lost due to the actions of Aquaman and Wonder Woman are beyond comprehension. My fellow Americans, we can no longer stand by and wait for anyone to save us. Hello everybody and welcome to the Comics Corner. I'm Mike here with Johnny, and we are here talking about the trade paperback of Flashpoint, the 5 issues from 2001, which chronicle Flash and his adventures.
2011, dog.
Did I say? What did I say?
You said 2001.
Okay, 10 years off. Yeah, we got it correct up top. But yeah, Johnny, what'd you think of it?
It was actually way better than I thought it would be. Or not that I thought it would be, than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I forgot until I was like halfway through that this was the thing that leads into the New 52.
Yes. Yeah.
So I got kind of excited when I realized that. And actually, it was a much better read. And also, I didn't know that this was written by Jeff Johns, and everybody always brags about his Flash and Green Lantern.
Green Lantern is what I mostly know him for. Yeah.
Yeah. So his writing was actually pretty good. So I kind of was like, maybe that shit's worth checking out.
Yeah. I'm definitely was into it too. Because I don't know about you, but I'd never really read too much of the Flash to begin with, let alone Barry Allen Flash.
Yeah, no, I've read none. This was my first thing, so
exactly,
like some of the lore didn't make any sense to me.
At me. Even right out the gate, the first page.
Yep.
There's some.
I was gonna say I was not confident after the first page.
Just hold off and go to Wikipedia for like 15 minutes to catch up. But yeah, what did you like it? You said you liked it a little bit better than you'd expected.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Actually, I'd probably read it again.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, it was not that bad. There was some kind of silly points, and also the fact that this was 5 issues of kind of a larger, like, what is it, like a summer event. So like they had like a bunch of tie-in stuff that probably would have added more information. Like I know there's like an omnibus that collects those side stories, but from this one it was pretty solid as a standalone. Also, what's up to Vic in the chat? Did you do your homework, Vic, or just here to see it? And also, I guess, before we get too far, not to toot my own horn, but...
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah?
Everyone should wish Mike a happy birthday, because it's Mike's birthday. But I brought him cannolis, so I already did my civil duty as his friend. What did you do? You didn't even wish him a happy birthday yet. You didn't even know it was happening. Is that what you were going to toot?
I've added, thank you, Vic. I've got Steve Jeppy here in the corner. I don't know, yeah, you can't see it, but he is now joining us in the stream, wishing me a happy birthday.
Yeah. Actually, I think that'd make your birthday worse.
Hey.
If you treat... What?
You're not, well...
Steve Jeppy.
Thank you, Halcyon. Thank you, Vic.
How old are you today?
Even 30. It's no 23, Johnny, but you know, can't all be young like you.
I know. I'm gonna be 22 next week. It's crazy.
It's going back in time somehow.
Sneezing. You gotta sneeze it to believe it.
That's what I've been missing out on.
Yeah. Oh man.
I tried, Vic.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I bought Mike cannolis, and I also bought me cannolis, and there were 3 of them. Mike's gonna show them off. I ate all 3 of mine before stream, like right before stream, in like the matter of like 3 minutes. I ate all 3 of mine.
Here we go.
I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
Real dangerous right above.
We're doing the cannoli cam. Cannoli cam, live at the Comics Corner. We only do things that begin with the word C, like cans of cool,
and
carbonated,
and coffee, parentheses,
Coffee.
tie.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing another C word in there. Cyclops. We're gonna show that off one day.
Dude, yeah, no, I wanted to. I was gonna do it if I was streaming yesterday, but now I'm saving that for something special.
But yeah, do you want to jump into this or no?
Yeah.
No, we don't have to. I'm down to dick around
No,
if
no,
you want
exactly.
to. Wait, did you see a bunch of DC titles got canceled today?
Yes.
Young Justice,
I was gonna say real
Hawkman, Alan Hawkman Weekly.
Exactly.
What else? There was another.
It was Suicide Squad, Young Justice,
One of the Titans or no?
Hawkman. Yeah.
New Teen Titans.
Yeah, New Teen Titans. And I
Well,
think
we
there's
already
couple
didn't get a
other
lot of
small ones.
DC as it was.
Yeah.
That box is gonna be way smaller.
Yeah, no, they're definitely they made the push. Jim Lee came out and made a statement about how this isn't the end of actual published comics, but they are moving more towards the digital. So they're trying to have a lot more digital first stuff, or basically they said that the digital was going to be the main proving grounds for it, and then if it's a popular series online, then they'll print it as a graphic novel or trade paperback.
I was gonna say they'll still do collected editions, I think. But can I get my freaking Batman omnibuses before you start messing up and not making books anymore,
Too late.
DC?
Yeah, exactly.
I only want the
had your chance.
80s and 90s stuff. I don't even want the new stuff. Because you'll never mind. Anyway.
Well, Steve Jeffy's here. You can yell at him.
Jeff, you jerk.
But yeah. So right out the gate here, we get the introduction to Barry Allen and his kind of origin story. Context, Johnny, exactly. But yeah, like I said, I didn't know too much about him. So this first page is basically him talking with his mom at the side of the road. Car is broken down, and they're noticing that nobody is coming by to save them. To which Barry says, Mom, if I was them, I'd come by and save us. And he's like, well, not everybody's like you. And then cut to her going missing. And then the bottom, if you want to slide this up a little bit, the bottom two panels are the ones that get me the most. We cut to Barry Allen in the lab, a bunch of chemicals behind him, and there is a lightning bolt that seems to shatter everything. And then on the next page, bam, the Flash is born. And that was something that I had absolutely no idea of.
That makes two of us.
His origins as, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As creative as you can think. You know that lightning bolt on his chest?
Well,
that's what struck him.
Yeah, God, no, that's again, there's multiple different The Flashes. There's Barry Allen. There's Frank West. No.
Adam West.
Frank West. Yeah, I was gonna say Frank West is
Frank.
Dead Rising. But
have you ever met a person named Frank and not wanted to be like Frank, as in the Tank?
I do know Frank, and we do call him Frank the Tank.
I've never met Frank the Tank, but I already knew that about him.
Yeah, you know that he's a tank. Also, what's up, Ding? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, exactly. Now I was thinking of Frank West from Dead Rising. Man, what a good game. But
Wally West.
Wally West? Oh, is that Kid Flash? Is that original? Flash expert Johnny. But no, that was...
This ain't X-Men, okay? I can't be an expert on everything. I'm an expert. I'm not...
Boy, that was bad. But yeah, no, I had no idea that was his origin story, was literally his forensic chemicals were hit by lightning, and now he could run
He's
fast.
basically a DeLorean.
The human DeLorean?
He can go back in time. He got hit by lightning and he can go back in time. He's a human DeLorean. Where's Doc Brown?
Yeah, Johnny,
Marty!
Johnny, what do you know about the Speed Force?
Nothing. That stuff, I was just like, cool, and you would turn the page.
Exactly. Something Speed Force.
Is that the Speed Force?
Yep, there it is.
No, this is Justice League, dog.
Close
Is
enough.
that the Speed Force?
There's one more at the end that really threw me for a loop, which was the Cosmic Treadmill, which they...
I know, I couldn't believe how lame that was. That was definitely... Because not all of this was lame. That was lame.
Yeah. If that weren't in the last 10 pages, I probably would have closed that book a lot sooner. But the Unknowable Speed Force, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of the Flash lore that we weren't really privy to before this, so a little bit of Wikipediaing. But
there's our boss.
Canceled. No longer a series in DC.
Sorry, Alan.
It's only for high-selling titles only. But yeah, no.
You know, if you fired this guy, I know a guy who could take over as comics manager.
Who's that?
His name is Eric Garno.
No, he's gone.
Is he gone out already?
Heading out, I think.
Today?
Currently halfway to California.
He's on the way?
Mm-hmm.
That means I can take the rest of the boxes, right?
Yeah, those are all your boxes.
Cool, because I'm moving tomorrow. Will I be
You are?
back next week? I gotta move some of my stuff tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh, hell
she's
yeah,
not
that
wasting
was
any
quick.
time. This landlady.
Quick little inside baseball. Johnny's got a new place nearby the store.
Inside baseball, I like that. Dude, who's your favorite baseball team, Michael?
The Orioles, and that's literally only because I had
Steve Jeppy?
Exactly. Yeah, no, those.
That's because of Steve Jeppy?
Exactly. That was a good overlap because when I was a kid, I had a baseball hat that was the Orioles, like their old logo of the Oriole wearing the Oriole hat. I liked the him wearing the hat too, but also that was because I knew nothing about it. We went to some mall. It was a Springfield field trip, and when we were in the mall, I walked on over there and like to a Lids. Back when there was Lids in malls. I wonder what that's like. But I walked up there and I saw it and I'm like, oh, I'll take the one with the penguin. Can you give me the one with the penguin on the hat? And the dude was like, excuse me? Which one are you talking about? Come on, the one with the penguin wearing the hat. He's like, oh, sure. He just like slid it across me. It wasn't until like, I think I got home before I realized what they had actually.
You thought you bought a penguin?
Yeah.
Do you know there's a hockey team that's
There
penguins?
are, yeah, exactly.
Are they your favorite hockey team?
I don't have a favorite hockey team. I don't have any hockey team hats, so I can't play favorites. But I retired the Orioles hat a long time ago, just because people would I would wear it pretty often the same way I wear this hat. People would often ask me what I thought about the Orioles, and I got tired of pretending to know or just changing the conversation. So
Should have said Sammy Sosa's a cheater and they traded for him.
corked them, and then so that's why I started black hats, no logos.
So you're a
Can't
Baltimore
get
Orioles
harassed on the
fan.
streets. Yeah, exactly.
You and your boy Steve Jeppy hanging out in the box.
Wait, where is Steve Jeppy in the box? There he is. Just off cam. Thank you.
Did that like come free with like a diamond order one time?
No, so worse. We
You
were
paid for it?
at. No, fortunately I didn't. You could. That's the thing is this is something that they sold through because the Mini-Mates line is like their kind of knockoff Funko Pop stuff. It's like, hey, here's something that we. Don't worry, Vic. It's a Speed Force. We'll get to it. So the way I got that was at the 2018 C2E2. It goes back and forth between Chicago and Vegas, depending on the year. And in 2018 it was in Chicago, so I went to that one.
Wait, what? C2E2?
Yeah. Or no, sorry, no. Sorry. That would be weird if the Chicago Entertainment.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I go every year. You're so wrong. I even went this year, and there's a pandemic.
Exactly.
It was like 2 weeks
I was
before.
gonna say thank you for the bits, Vic. But no, it was the Diamond Retailer Summit. That's the one that goes.
What?
between,
When?
That's the one that goes at
When?
the same time as C2E2.
What? They do it the same weekend?
It's in C2E2.
What? So I get to go to this next year?
Yeah.
We get to go to Oh my god, do we get to go for free?
So the thing was when I was in Chicago in 2018, I went to that as on behalf of the store. So it's like a couple days before and then.
You're the store representative?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a name tag that said Mike Kaiser.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wait.
And then also Eric went with me because we were like +1s for each other.
Wait, did we run into each other? Were you with him that year? Didn't you run
Probably.
into me?
Maybe, I don't know. Were you there when?
Again, I've gone
well,
every
okay,
year.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like, I guess at what point? Because
Every point. Flashpoint.
Um,
I
Yeah.
think I met Mike before. No, I had already
probably, I was
known
gonna
him.
say yeah.
I
But
knew
point
him.
being, I went to that as part of the store, and when I was there, they had a breakfast one day, in which Steve Jeppy gave a summit talk. And he rambled on for like an hour and a half. It made me think that there might be some mob ties in his early years as a comic book salesman. Like it was real, like 'cause he's from like New York and all that stuff. He sounded it, but after the breakfast, they gave out to everybody at every table like some bonus swag, including the Steve Jeppy dolls, and I grabbed like 10 of them, like to keep for myself, to like have at the store, to just like give to like
Throw
everybody
at
I know.
strangers.
Like Charlie in the chat, if he was here, he has one at his place now because of it. Just because I'm like, check out this wild thing that we got for free, and I made the fatal error of not staying after to try and get Steve Jeppy to sign it, but That's never gonna slip me by again. If C2E2 happens next year and they have the Diamond Retail Summit in Chicago,
We're talking to Jeps.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's already on right now. He is
Over there.
right here.
Off camera.
So that's a threat. I'm sure we're not allowed anywhere near him because of that. But
I went to that breakfast one year with Eric as well.
yeah. It was,
Actually, it's like the all you can eat, like the
yeah,
buffet.
exactly. Yeah. Did he give like a speech then too, or was
It's the thing that happens like 7 in the morning, right? Like
yes,
before everything.
exactly.
Yeah, I was there the one year.
Okay.
Dude, that year, oh my god. Okay, when we got there like just a little late, and like most of like the greasy breakfast stuff was gone. There was like a few like stragglers of like sausages and bacons, but there was like these big piles of fruit, and I'm like I like healthy stuff, so I was like, oh man, cool, like all this fruit, and I'm like eating it, feeling all happy, and these two guys who were starting up some like new comic book, I don't know what they were doing.
DC.
Yeah, right. No, there was some like independent thing. They gave this presentation, and there were these like super like excited young hip guys, like, whoa, buy our comic book, and like everyone was like, bah. And then like, dude, this guy went up there. I think it might have been, what's Vampirella? Image?
No, Dynamite.
Dude, it was a Dynamite rep, and like this guy was like so depressing. He was like, I'm sorry, but he was like old, bald, and fat, and he was like, oh, if anybody would like to buy 500 copies of Vampirella, we are offering a deal where you get 500 for free.
Yeah, like that's the thing is, yeah, they had all these like wild deals there.
But he was like he just was like so sweaty and like constipated. I remember leaning over to Eric and being like, you know those young guys? I think they ate all the fruit, and I think this guy ate all the sausage and bacon. And I just thought that was really funny.
Story checks out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, it was a wild.
So if you and I get to go together,
we might, yeah.
Then all the combinations will have been had.
That's right, yeah. And then we could have Vic. The only thing is, Vic, is we don't really have a booth there. The times that the store has gone to C2E2, it's as like our sister company, or we're running like some of the Magic events there, so we don't really have a Pastimes like
Magic
store booth. We just kind of went there of our own accord. So, but yeah, you're welcome to join us if anybody is, if there's even a C2E2 this year. But if we are going as part of the Diamond Summit, yeah.
But if there is, which there won't be,
yeah,
we'll be there.
Exactly. Yeah, you could be our cosplay boyfriend then, Vic. Hold our purses. Let's get back into it.
No, I don't trust anybody else with my purse. But yeah, so Barry Allen wakes up and his
flush with that
job, which is he's a forensics guy, I suppose. He did that so he could solve the mystery of his mother's disappearance.
That's the thing is, what they glaze over at the front there is his mom disappeared and was basically murdered, and his father was on trial or accused for it, but to prove that incorrect, to prove his father's not guilty, he became a forensic scientist to try and undo and prove that, hey, it couldn't have been my dad because science, chemicals.
Indeed.
Until he got hit by lightning and chemicals, and now he can run really fast, as you were wont to do.
That's why I want to get hit by lightning. And yeah, so he wakes up there from this like weird dream fantasy thing that we opened up in, a little origin thing, and he realizes I don't even know what he was realizing. He has to go somewhere, and he goes to run, and he has no speed. And then he also doesn't have his ring, which I didn't understand what that meant at first. I was like, is your power from your ring? This isn't Green Lantern. He trips down the stairs. I feel like real Flash wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
So then someone yells out Barry, and he's like, what? Who is it? And it's his mom. What?
But you're dead.
She was just murdered. And so like,
Just murdered.
well, to us.
Yeah, exactly. To us, you just saw page 1.
Yeah, and they have this little conversation where he's like, are you really here? And she's like, yeah, it's me, like always. And like, he doesn't understand what's going on. And then, it's weird. They have this like conversation where he starts like asking about his superhero friends, and like, she doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, she's never heard of Superman or Wonder Woman. She has, however, heard of Batman, because Batman.
As it should be. Every universe needs a Batman.
Yeah, and so he's kind of not understanding what's going on. And, we turn the page and we see here's Batman, but he looks
A little different.
A little different. Ooh, Wayne casinos. I didn't notice
yeah,
that.
exactly. That's the thing is, in this world, the Wayne Empire was built upon like casinos and slightly
Resorts.
less reputable stuff, I'd say. But maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Oh my God. This says Wayne's World. Did you see
Yes,
that?
I did. I shook my head when I saw that.
Party time. Excellent. So, whoa, Batman, but he looks different. What the heck's going on here?
Sure. Real quick, what do you think of the uniform, the new Batman outfit?
It's cool.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's generically cool. It's meant to look a little bit more evil, and we'll find out why in a little bit.
Yeah. So why is Batman looking different? Flash, Barry Allen, and we see him chasing some chick named Yo-Yo, asking where the Joker is. She won't tell him.
Like Harley Quinn knockoff.
Yeah. Where's Margot Robbie when you need her, I guess? And then, she won't tell him where he is, where Joker is, so, dude, throws her off the frickin' side of the building.
Yeah, exactly.
And, just in the nick of time, she's rescued by Cyborg, and she surrenders, and then Cyborg confronts Batman, and he was like, man, you're lucky I, was around here, and he's like, no, you should just let her hit the ground, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
So you're like, whoa, what the hell's going on? He was just gonna kill that chick. It's kind of weird. And they start talking, and what are they talking about here, Mike?
They're talking about trying to get together a group of superheroes to basically prevent or to deal with the war that's happening out in Europe between Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
What? I thought they were friends. I thought there was a Justice League. What the hizzity hell is going on here?
Who are those kids? Why are they holograms?
Yeah. Well, you can't really tell they're holograms in this one.
Well, no, you can see through them.
I guess you can.
The kids, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The kids you can. There's that cold guy.
I'm a fan of so again, maybe it's just me in comics, especially ones that I don't like. I like when there's just a huge splash page of here's a bunch of dudes you don't know the names of, and I just at a knee-jerk reaction which ones do I like? And it is Enchantress, Doctor Sleep, Sandman, and the Pied Piper. Those are the three. If I had to pick a top three of not knowing anything that's going on here, those are the ones that I need to know more about. Fortunately, I get to know about at least Enchantress.
Yeah, that's about it.
So yeah, she comes back, but.
And then basically, that's it for that for right now. Jumps back to Barry Allen. He's going to talk to this chick who I guess is his wife in the normal timeline. Iris is her name, and when he goes to talk to her, she's like.
Why is she hugging and smooching on this other dude?
Well, because I don't know. We've read about a lot of cheating whores in these books that we've read. I hope we don't have another one here. I don't think we do though. I think there's some explanation. But this happens, and he's like, "What the hell is going on?" And so he's like, "I need to go and see Bruce." And then we see this little. Did you notice that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just
yeah. I see you live and well, Mrs. Allen, and then little flash thing. You're like, "The hell's going on?" And yeah, basically he's like, "I gotta go see my buddy Bruce," because. Something's not making sense. So he gets his mom's car because he's like every 16-year-old and needs to borrow his mom's car.
Mom, pick me up.
And he comes back to this conversation on the rooftop where, it's basically in a nutshell, it's all the heroes and villains talking back and forth about why they should try to prevent this war between Atlantis, Aquaman, and the Amazonians. The Amazonians took over the UK. They attacked them, and Atlantis just took over Europe in general, right?
Yeah.
That's what they said. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So that's basically... Because there was some talk in here I didn't even understand. I think there's a few references to things I was like... Okay.
Yeah, events, characters that I'm not too knowledgeable of. But that's the gist of it. They're trying to, see, all right, of all these superheroes here, who is down to try and intervene.
Yeah, and the big pillar seems to be Batman.
Yeah.
They want to get Batman on their side because everybody thinks Batman's a badass, and then boom, the kids. Oh, that's what happens here. The kids form Shazam.
Yeah,
boom.
Mr. Lightning or whatever they call him. In this one. Yeah.
And turns out he got messed up by Wonder Woman. And you're like, why the hell is Wonder Woman attacking them?
Fighting these kids.
And Batman's basically like, nah, I'm out. I'm not doing this. This ain't my style. And, Cyborg's like, what? Come on.
And then all right, well, if Batman's pulling out, we're pulling out. So.
Yeah, nobody wants to do it if Batman doesn't. That's how I do things. I'm like, would Batman do this? All right, I'll do it.
Batman throw somebody off the building? Sure. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah. So then we see Barry Allen pulling up to,
Wayne Manor?
Yeah, I didn't really get why they threw this in there. I just thought it was weird.
Which one?
The eye break for no reason, and then he, hits his head against the horn. Right? That's are you seeing what I'm seeing? What the hell?
Yeah, I think I literally forgot even that little throw.
Yeah, there was nothing to it. It's just weird. So he goes into Wayne Manor, but it's all messed up. He's yelling for Alfred. Nobody's answering.
Dilapidated, yeah.
Ooh, dilapidated.
Mm-hmm.
Dilapidated. Decapitated.
Mm-hmm.
So, going into the Batcave, everything's looking a little different, a little weird, kind of empty. And then, boom, he gets attacked by Batman, and he's like, "Who are you? Who the hell are you?" I just wanted to say hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bruce, what are you doing?
Yeah, and he's like, Bruce is dead. Barry Allen's like, what? And then he realizes that makes you Thomas Wayne. I wish I didn't know that already before I read this, because that would have been cool. That would have been cool if I didn't know that.
Just ahead of time, but it is still a cool reveal of, in this universe, basically the iconic scene outside of the alleyway after the Zorro movie or theater play, in which Bruce Wayne's parents are killed. In this universe, Martha and Bruce are killed, and only Thomas Wayne was the one to survive. So he takes up the mantle of Batman and is not as gentle on the criminals as Bruce is. Like, he is all fine with trying to kill any of the bad people of Gotham for his gain. So
it's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, clearly we're in like another world kind of thing here. Mm-hmm. Something's going on. So that's the end of book 1. That's the cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. Good cliffhanger.
It is. Sorry, I got heartburn.
I was gonna say.
Oh my
God!
God!
I thought a sneeze was coming out. I thought you were gonna make your way into the Speed Force for a second there.
I could. Give me my treadmill. What was it? The cosmic treadmill.
The cosmic treadmill.
Wait till we get there. It's a real thing. So, we're at book 2. This is book 2. It opens with Deathstroke. I just know that that's Deathstroke. It doesn't say it is. I just happen to know it is. Right?
Yeah,
right?
that is Deathstroke. Slade. I forget his first name.
Deadpool. Oh yeah, Wade Wilson. Isn't it like Slade? That's why he's Wade.
Yeah.
Deadpool's
They're clever, yeah.
Deathstroke ripoff, if you didn't know
exactly.
that. So yeah, Deathstroke is here. He's like leading this little like ship crew. They're on a ship and they're going up. I don't know. They're exploring the waters, and then all of a sudden there's this like other ship approaching. They're like, we better attack this ship. It's approaching, and then they realize, whoa, that ship's already been attacked. What the hell happened?
Ghost ship.
And then they realize that
we're in Paris. There's your like
Eiffel Tower.
Exactly. There's your what is it like? 28 days later.
Yep. 28. No, oh no, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow. Exactly.
Yep.
There's your like frozen Statue of Liberty spread shot there.
Yeah, and so they see what's going on around them, and they realize they need to get the hell out of there. And then boom, who should be standing there? But Aquaman, I guess.
Exactly. Evil Aquaman.
Yeah. Look at it. This is red. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And but he's with the what's his name? The Mantis too, or Ocean Master. Yeah, he's like with.
Oh, is that his like
his
villain?
Exactly.
I didn't know that. His arch nemesis.
Yeah, one of, but yeah.
One of his arch nemesises. Nemesis. Yeah, and so Nemesi.
No, Nemesis, like SCA.
Combo pun. So, basically, Aquaman kills them.
Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah, kills Deathstroke. Didn't even try that hard. Just Boba Fetted his ass, man. Little punk. How did he get knocked off? Han Solo was blind. Boba Fett. Boom. What is that? Screw you, George. Do you know why the second one's better? Because he didn't direct it. Irving Kirshner. Look it up. Or Kirshner. Irving Kirshner. So we go back to Gotham City, where Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father, is still throwing down with Barry Allen, trying to figure out what the hell's happening. And, while they're talking, he cracks Barry Allen's arm for no reason. Breaks his arm.
Sometimes you just gotta let people know where you stand.
But basically, he's like trying to tell him, like, this is weird, like, I'm in the wrong place, like, I don't know if this is an alternate universe, alternate dimension, like, what's going on, but, like, this isn't the world I know.
Yeah, this is where we find out, the origin story of Thomas Wayne as Batman, but also, Barry Allen telling about, well, in my world, Bruce is the one that survived, and Bruce became Batman, so he's like, Bruce, well, I guess if you know my son, then that's good enough for me.
Yeah, and then, as this is, like, happening, Barry has this weird, like, flash, no pun intended. Wow. I didn't even think of that. Like, where he, like, his memories change. He, like, they're
like weird divergent memories of the stuff that he knows.
Yeah, so, like, everything that, like, wasn't real, that he didn't understand, like, all of a sudden he, like, remembers, like, a chunk of it. It's like, wait a minute, now I know why the Amazonians and the Atlantis, what do you call them?
Atlanteans?
Yep.
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I never got that joke until I was like way older. Atlanta Falcons.
See, Atlanta Falcons. President President Clinton and his wife Hillary.
Man, we should go watch that episode, man. So, anyways, so he like realizes what the heck's going on, kind of a little bit, and then I didn't get this. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, his ring falls out. Like, where was his ring?
Yeah, it's like some weird like merging of his dreams. And
Oh, I guess that makes sense. That would happen right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, his flash ring that he was talking about, and then we get a little like he says that like his uniform is stored in there. I guess which it is.
Apparently, yeah.
So he does his flash thing, and boom, out pops
Whoa, that's not
not
Flash.
his uniform. And he explains that this is the reverse Flash's uniform, and then kind of explains,
The origins of that and that rivalry.
yeah, which is basically like because there's a Flash, there has to be a reverse Flash, because if there's a positive, there's a negative, something like that.
Yeah, like what's his name? Doctor. He has a weird name and a quote unquote future name because he's like from like the 32nd century or something like that.
25th.
25th, and he's like
Professor Zoom.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Well, no, he has an actual name. It's something weird, like Dwayne. Last
Oh
name.
yeah, yeah.
But
Eobard Thawne.
yeah, Gilbert Dawn. But yeah, so
My son Eobard. What if like somebody behind me was like, "Hey, my name's Eobard. We're out of Bort license
yeah, my
plates.
name's
I
Bort.
repeat, we're out of Eobard license
I'm
plates."
talking to my son, Bort.
My son is also named Bort.
Yeah, Dwayne was like a huge fan of the Flash, so he like studied him and somehow like found out the combination of chemicals and like electricity that created the Flash. So he did it himself, and then he ended up kidnapping or killing Barry Allen's mom. So, like,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
the one who
that,
like
that,
went and like
triggered
framed
it,
his dad. Yeah,
which
it
creates like a paradox because he became the Flash because of that, but because he became the Flash, then Dr. Zoom became the Reverse Flash, so it's like this weird time paradox.
probably just running out on the cosmic treadmill.
Yeah, exactly. Just get it all out, sweat it all out, man.
Yeah, so like they're explaining, so they explain the origin of that, basically is their conversation here. And then he's like, well, I need my speed back so I can do something about it. So he's basically like, I'm going to recreate the lightning bolt thing.
The amount of like chemicals and electricity stuff.
And then we jump to London here, and we have this like little mercenary group kind of going in, doing some like
The Resistance.
recon, or retcon, what do you call it?
Recon.
Yeah, recon mission, reconnaissance, yeah.
Retconning is what the New 52 did.
That's right. So both relevant. Both words apply to this book. And like, while they're going through this, they get attacked by the Amazonians, and led by Wonder Woman, and who's in this Atlantis helmet. And I'm like, I wonder why. I thought that was kind of weird, and
Sure,
they
we'll
explain
find
it.
out later, yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's clever.
So yeah, basically wraps this dude up with the lasso of truth. I forgot what she asked him.
I think they're looking for Lois Lane at this point, who's like a reporter embedded within the Resistance in France, so they're trying to find out more information about that.
You see that South Park movie, man? The Resistance lives on.
Also, this guy relevant too because he is the one who brought in the action. Hold on.
What's going on there in the chat?
Charlie with the Simpsons reference. Let's have Charlie. Thanks for coming on by.
What do you say?
I understand the electrodes, but why does he have to be on a treadmill? He says he can stand to lose some weight or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly. I just thought you could stand and lose some weight. The fat is almost mesmerizing. Yes,
Exactly.
mesmerizing.
Hypnotic.
Yeah. It's a good episode. We should watch some Simpsons,
I was
guys.
gonna say I could always have Charlie swoop on in with some good Simpsons.
Ooh,
references.
Charlie and the Simpsons. So yeah, so this dude, he gets killed. Like, man, they're pretty ruthless in this. Like, no prisoners, dog. And then we cut to Barry
Also,
Allen's.
that was real quick. That I was gonna say that
Oh,
was
yeah,
Wonder
well-
Woman's love interest. I forget his name. They
Oh,
mentioned it.
Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so another
Chris
another
Pine.
Exactly. Thank you. That was like the interesting twist here in this universe that
With the twist.
very much.
Then we get and it cuts back to Barry Allen and Batman, and Barry Allen is like making this electric chair with the chemicals, and Batman's like,
Straight
you
like Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monstering his
Like, you sure
on
this is
the
gonna
rooftop
work?
with electricity like a lightning rod and dousing himself in the proper amount of chemicals that initially happened. It felt a little hokey to me, but
yeah. And
that's
so
comics, I guess.
they do it. They make the conductor, and lo and behold, Boom gets struck by lightning. All you need is a bolt of lightning. 1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts. What the hell is a gigawatt? It's a unit of measurement for electricity.
Thank you.
That's what makes time travel possible. Feels the flux
Unit of
capacitor.
time travel.
So, Barry Allen gets hit by lightning, so sure enough, we're ready to see some flash. I'm like, hell yeah, he's gonna flash on out of there. Oh my god, what the hell? He got burned alive.
Not looking too good.
He looks fried.
The
He looks
flash fried.
like, wow, flash fried, I like that. He looks like Anakin Skywalker with limbs.
Yeah. With limbs.
So, that's the end of the second book. Like, wow, I don't know, pretty good cliffhanger. So far, I'm like digging it. I'm like, that's a pretty good book, man. We got a lot of stuff happening. Thomas Wayne flashes out of like some time vortex. What's going on? I don't even know. So
yeah, it's also, Charlie, I know you missed the first chapter here. Was the twist the Thomas Wayne thing that you were talking about? Because you stopped by the other day and you were talking a little bit about because Charlie also read. Man did his homework. Big ups. Yeah, the twist of Thomas Wayne as Batman I thought was pretty cool too. So.
Oh, definitely, 100%. So we're already at book 3.
You're probably not too wrong, Charlie.
What do you say?
The best part of the comic, all downhill from there.
Oh, I think it was actually. I think the very end with the Flash and Batman,
It was
like,
touching.
Made me tear up.
Maybe over here too. Maybe.
That's with our emotions. So then it cuts back. So we open book 3. We're in book 3. It opens with Cyborg here in Detroit because Detroit cars. I don't know, Ford City. He's made out of Ford parts. That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Checks out.
So, and he's basically having a conversation with what is this chick's name? This is kind of irrelevant, isn't it?
Elemental girl, woman, girl.
Yeah, and like, basically saying without Batman, it's talking about that resistance thing again. Like without Batman, like he's the big cog. Like they can't get the team to agree. Yeah. That's all that is. Then we cut to boom, Batman doing his damnedest to fix Barry Allen, and boy, that's pretty gross. He's burned alive, and he's basically telling him like, 75% of your body is burned, and he's like, I got to do it again, and he's like, why do you have to do it again? And he's like, well, because the longer I'm here, the more my memories are fading, which was that thing we saw where he like had that like panic attack and remembered some facts about this world.
And yeah, you have to do it for the TikTok. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so he's saying that like the longer he's here, the more that's going to keep happening, the more he's going to forget, and eventually he's going to not even remember why he's there, and nothing's going to seem out of place because he's going to remember it. So he's like, we got to go try again, and he convinces him. So they go back on the rooftop, and he's got another flashback. Oh my god.
I don't like that.
That's what it is, though. It's a flashback. And so, lo and behold, they get to the roof, and oh my god, here's another Simpsons reference. Are you really crazy? Like a fox.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy like a fox.
Crazy like a fox.
I can't believe that's the actual phrase. And Kaboom gets hit by lightning again. Did it do it this time? Yes, it did.
His eyes like
lightning bolt up.
Flash bolts in there.
And then he flashes over and saves Batman in a flash.
He got knocked over and almost got impaled on his own sweet gothic architecture, as you were wont to do, and then
I guess my point is, why did we even have to have that happen twice? Why couldn't it plays?
He needed more. Exactly, just like the Omen. No, he needed more electricity. I think was the thing.
But why was that a plot point? It didn't. It doesn't. It matters nothing that it happened the first time.
Where would be the drama? Where would we leave off at the end of book 2?
That's why I think they did it, because they were like, well, we gotta have a cliffhanger.
Exactly. Yeah.
I really do. I'm like, it was. They retcon it immediately, basically.
The people wanted to see Barry Allen in a full body like bandage get up.
So yeah, that's what's going on. And then it cuts back to the UK. And Barry Allen's got his powers back, basically. So it cuts back over to the UK, and we get to meet Lois Lane, who then meets a group of resistance, and it's these dudes. And I remember this guy.
Demon.
Yeah, and then I don't know anybody else. So that was kind of like, I was like, whoa, cool, resistance. I don't know anything.
Much like the spread of the hologram people that we saw. Again, I didn't really know too many about them, but I know that I like the demon. Demon is cool.
Yeah, demon's cool.
And then I like this weird like bug dude that's going on down here. They don't even mention him at all.
Froppy?
He doesn't do anything. Yeah. Oh man. Only
Love that Froppy, dude.
Always, man. But no,
She's a babe, dude. For such a frog, she's such a fox.
I don't like that. But yeah, no, they don't really show that dude at all. He doesn't really do anything in the book at all. But I'm digging him.
That's cool. You can dig him.
Strong guy, Havoc. Well, yep, there they are. The gang's all here, man.
Nice. That's an X Factor reference. So then it cuts over back to Barry Allen and Batman, and he's healing up, and of course, like in this conversation, because everything speeds up because he's the Flash, so it's like healing, and I'm like, okay, you're Wolverine, we get it. It's not Wolverine, but he's kind of got like a healing factor a little bit. He heals faster, so he's healing up, and then this was hokey, but he's like, it would be quicker for me to make a new uniform rather than just turn this one into red, so he makes a new uniform and whatever.
I could break it down. I could break down the elements and atoms of this to make it red, but it's quicker just to make my own. I'm like, okay.
Kind of a throwaway page. Like, all right, I didn't need to do that. Also, anyway, so okay.
Do you think the boots are part of it too?
Part of what?
Slide it up a little bit just so we can see the hole. There we go. Do you think the boots are like sewn in as part of that? Because otherwise, isn't there like air resistance of the wind going in there? Why doesn't he have his whole face covered? I don't know.
Comic books, Mike.
They talked about how it's like a frictionless material that they use.
Yeah.
But what about his face? His face is frictive.
Yeah. You talk to Jeppy, man. That's all I got for you.
Jeppy, how come it's so frictive?
What do you want from me?
Hey, I'm selling comics here. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, less and less every week, Jeppy.
Exactly, the Speed Force. Yeah, exactly. Like that. I think the reason that I'm not too big on the Flash as a character is, at his core, all he has is running fast, right? And without that, they have to like add on some stakes and some more abilities of it. So like they have the Speed Force, which seems to be just kind of like their catch-all for like magic. Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. I'm not trying to like have this be my only experience. Yeah, exactly.
Is Mike raining on your parade? It's his birthday. You have to let him. Everybody, yeah. Mike's birthday. Everybody in the chat wish Michael a happy birthday.
I've got the dunce hat up there, so.
Thumbs hat?
Dunce hat. But yeah, no, I don't know. The Speed Force stuff. I think I was just so upset at when I saw the cosmic treadmill that was, especially since it was like right at the end too. Like that is just like burned into my brain now. I'm like, I don't ever want to see that again in a comic. I don't want that to be like a plot point that they actually use. But clearly that's like a thing. That's something that like if we were Flash fans, we would have turned to that page and been like, oh yeah, the cosmic treadmill.
Duh! It's from issue 496.
Exactly.
Page 17. Yeah, no, it's pretty. That's why I only stick to Batman when it comes to DC, because the universe is just whack, man. Like Marvel's got it down. They're better.
I mean, like again, he runs fast. That's fine, but like it feels like the way in which they kind of like build upon his character with the Speed Force, and then a cosmic treadmill. I'm out. I'll stick to the Green Lantern. Thank you for my DC stuff. But yeah, speaking of, it worked. The electricity hit him, and now they've got to work together to try and break out. Was it Subject 1?
Yeah, so they're talking. So he's trying to figure out where everybody is, and he's like, Superman? Like, where's Superman? Like, nobody knows who Superman is. And so he's like, was there ever like an asteroid that like fell into like Metropolis? And Bruce pulls up this headline that when it landed in Metropolis, it killed, what was it, like 25,000 people?
Yeah.
35,000 people. So it landed in a different spot than it did in our timeline, and it killed people, and the government came and like took away the subject, which is just known as Subject 1. Mm-hmm. And then it mentioned there was a Subject 2 and 3, right?
Yeah, which we see some of.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, 3, I think it was.
So Batman is like, I don't know how to get there, but I know someone who does. Enter Cyborg again, and basically Batman is like just saying what he has to say to get Cyborg to do what he needs him to do. So he's like, yeah, I'll join your resistance. You just show me where Subject 1 is.
Exactly.
And then he's like, yeah, okay, I can do that. So,
Yeah, Charlie, that was Subject 2 or 3. They mentioned it when they were going through when they hacked their way in.
That's what I thought. So, he explains to him that, or the Flash is also explaining to them, like, oh, Superman will stop everything. He's like the strongest. He's all that stuff. So cool.
He's a good guy.
So they go to where they gotta go. They're breaking in, find this thing. Oh, here's Subject 2.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
So
2,
Subject 2, is there a super dog?
That's Crypto. Yeah.
Okay, and then who would be Subject 3?
I assume
Superboy?
Supergirl. Kara, what's her real name?
Yeah, her. So they find this door where Subject 1 is. They take out the Night Watch, and they open the door. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was reading this, I was like, oh, they're gonna open it, and he's just gonna fucking attack them. Like, he's gonna be fucking badass. He's gonna be like evil Superman.
I kind of dug this.
I dug it too. I just wasn't expecting this.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that's what happens. You turn the page.
It's fantastic. Reed Richards looking MFer. He looked so like lanky there. I thought that was like the thing was like he had different superpowers. Was like he was like a lankster.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, like
he's just scrawny as hell.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're like, "What the hell? This is your savior?" And he's like, "Oh my gosh." He's like, "I don't think he's ever seen the sun." And they're like, "Dude, he doesn't look like he's ever seen people." And so they have to convince him that like they're not there to hurt him. And I liked this a lot. So they go and they're like, they're gonna break him out, and so they're fighting off the guards. They get to a wall, they bust a hole into it, and then you turn the page. They get to the outside, and he's seeing it for the first time.
Big eyes.
And he just says beautiful, and he sees the sun. And we all know what happens when Superman sees the sun, and he right away just starts to lift off the ground. And they're like, "What? He's flying!" And he turns around and sees the guards, and they're gonna shoot at him, and boom, laser eyes activate. But it scares him. He doesn't realize what he did. That's a good
Yeah, exactly like that.
Because this isn't our Superman. And so he flies off because he doesn't know what's going on. And they're like, wow, there's the savior you got, huh?
Yep.
So
there goes my
then these guys are, dots on them targeted.
What's going to happen now?
Yeah, this is probably the end of these guys. They're going to die.
Yeah, surely Batman and Flash and Cyborg can't handle dudes with guns.
Right. So then we get to, that's the end of issue 3.
Yep.
So we're at issue 4. Issue 4 already. It was a quick read. It really was. So issue 4, cool. We got Wonder Woman, Aquaman,
Flash, gang's all here. My fellow Americans.
Yeah, so here's your intro line. So it opens up with the kids that become Shazam, and the only reason I knew somewhat about this was because I saw the Shazam movie. Did you see it? Did you even notice I got a haircut? Nobody noticed.
Oh, you did?
Every 3 weeks I'm getting this, so I never, the sides were always fresh.
Oh yeah, they looking fresh.
Poppin' fresh.
Whoa.
Badass.
But yeah,
That was weird having people in here before.
What's that?
That was weird having people in here.
Quick. That was kind of awkward. Well, because I also I had to tell them at the beginning here. I'm like, hey, heads up real quick. We're gonna be streaming here. And
It's not their fault. They're awkward. Well, they're not awkward. It was just awkward because we're streaming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's awkward.
They're not
it's
awkward
because we're so cool.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of Yugi nerds. But no, it was like I had to tell them like, hey man, like we're gonna be streaming a little bit. Don't mind us.
Keep your trap shut.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Don't make any noise.
But also, if you hear us talking to each other, that's what it is.
As a matter of fact, don't even listen to us.
One of the guys was like staring me down the whole time. I just kept looking at him.
Wait, really?
A little. It was awkward.
That is awkward.
It's my birthday. Please don't bully me.
Don't stare at me. It's my birthday.
Please don't bully.
So, we open up in this house with these kids talking, and the only reason I kind of knew anything about this was because of the Shazam movie. Did you see it? Did you see Shazam?
Yeah, so you're talking about that. No, I actually haven't seen the Shazam one, but I know the gist of it.
Yeah, so in Shazam the movie, all the kids kind of became their own version of Shazam, but in this, they kind of all joined together.
Voltron style, yeah.
Yeah, so
I kind of liked it.
So basically, they're having a debate back and forth, saying that like they should do something to help, and like they're like, no, we're just kids, and it's like, but kids with the power of a god, and that's their debate. And then we also see Hal Jordan, who never became Green Lantern.
He's just an ace pilot going over there to drop off the Green Arrow bomb on, where is it, in the UK, I think. They were trying to stop the advancement of the Amazonian forces, so they're sending in him to drop a bomb on them.
So we come back to I fight over here, and our guys are doing what they do,
Kicking and punching.
kicking and punching, and all the stuff starts like it's weird. All this weird stuff starts happening, like the floor or the ground starts changing shape, and then out pops our girl Elemental or Element Woman, and basically she was there because Cyborg. That was the chick that he was talking to earlier, saying like the Resistance, like blah blah blah. Yeah. So they start going forward with their mission to what the hell is their mission at this point even?
Regroup all the heroes.
Oh yeah, because they just lost Superman. So like, all right, we're gonna regroup all the heroes.
That was our ace in the hole, and now he's gone. He just flew off with the guys into the skies.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like this lady, like no, nobody liked her. Nobody liked Element Woman in the or Element Girl in the in that group call that they had in their Zoom meeting. They were like, she's like, I want to be part of a team. I've never been part of a team before, and like nobody really said anything to her.
No Element Women allowed.
Exactly. So she just kind of like found her way back into it.
Yeah, she was like following Cyborg around, and
yeah, exactly.
Ended up becoming useful. So now she saved them, so she's in. And then Barry has another flashback, and Batman does his Batman thing where he carries a syringe full of stuff that's perfect for the situation, and it's like, here, this will slow down the electrodes in your brain.
The electricity in your brain, you're vibrating too quick, kid.
And then it cuts back to the kids arguing still, just debating like, should we get involved? Yeah.
Should we watch American Idol or not? Yes, no.
Yeah. And then
get pizza. This one really bugged me. Is that this panel right here? Did Batman just kicks in the door? Like they're just in their house. Like you could have opened the door, you could have knocked. Like he just kicked the door.
That's
open.
Not how Batman does things.
Flies in off the hinges. Like if one of the kids was standing there, what would have happened?
He knew he's Batman, okay? And you know what? You know what would have happened? They would have tried to sue him, and he could have paid him off because he's Batman. And
think he's got all that Wayne casino money, baby.
That's right, that dirty casino money.
I don't know. A small thing like that, I just like, why did he need to? And then like they like are just like menacing these kids like with their like just.
They're joining our gang. You ain't got a choice. It's the Resistance.
It's like Cyborg's got like his gun ready, like in this pose that they've got going on there. Like I didn't like that scene.
That's okay. I can understand that.
It's so mean to those kids.
But basically then
a bunch of sacks full of doorknobs, Charlie.
Can you explain what happens here?
I think he's basically seeing what happened of in this world, how they got like the Shazam powers, like the power of Solomon and everything like that.
Because Shazam uses lightning, so like they were like, oh, there might be some connections. So he does some lightning thing, you're lightning and my lightning, and now we're lightning.
Now we can see each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he kind of sees that like there's a parallel world where the Shazam is different. That's right. And I think that's supposed to be Black Bolt, right?
Yeah, Black Adam.
Who's supposed to be played by The Rock 7 years over.
Dwayne the Black Adam Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, and basically the kids are convinced to go with, and then on the TV we hear that Hal Jordan was actually killed, and
big rips. That was kind of a bummer.
Hi Royce.
We'll cover the front, Royce. If anybody tries to buy anything, nobody try to buy anything for right now while Royce isn't at the counter.
What if I want to buy something?
Uh-oh. Royce.
Oh, we gotta talk business again when we're done here.
Uh-oh.
Comic business.
Yeah, that's our private stream.
Vic, when you pick up your New Mutants Annual 2?
I think on Sunday, right?
We're
still on for the Birthday Boy Bash on Sunday. Compilation birthdays of myself and Johannes.
I do turn 23 in 6 days. But you turned 30 today, so congratulations. You made it to the next level.
I don't like this next level. It's kind of the same as the last one.
I'm not trying to go there. So, anyway,
we're just a couple of young guys talking about comics.
But yeah, basically, then Batman's like, "I'm leaving. I'm out of here," and he's like, "I'm not going with two Resistance fights." Like that's
fight.
Yeah, and Flash, he digs deep, and he's like, "Well, Bruce would have done it."
Yeah, your kid would have done this.
It kind of gets him to come with. So Batman comes around. And which kind of solidifies the whole group, and so they get this is really the whole gang, and they're like, all right, we're gonna go and we're gonna track down the Atlanteans, and we're gonna talk to Prince Aquaman. What's his name? Isn't it Adam?
I don't know his actual name.
I thought they say it a couple points in here.
Probably. I just
go for it.
Aquaman. That information doesn't need to stay in my brain.
Hey, McRound, did you see that?
Yeah, I know they're knockoff McDonald's. Also, real quick, Vic says, what time do you want me there?
I leave at
well, I was gonna
6.
say, yeah. You're well. I mean, the store's open from 11 till 6. Johnny's working, and I can swing by whenever. So
4:30.
yeah, on the
I'll be
dot.
done with the Instagram stuff by
That's
then.
true. Yeah. Okay.
So we cut into Aquaman and Wonder Woman fighting, and we find out why she was wearing that helmet, because like
She killed Queen Mira,
who was trying to assassinate her
Aquaman's
wife.
Wife, yeah. So she's wearing it as like a warning of, like, hey, here's what happens when you cross me. So that was kind of neat.
And then boom, we hear some lightning strike. We see Shazam, and cool splash page. The gang's all here.
Our Robo Tiger coming at you.
Yeah, dude. So they jump in. Shazam is all about trying to kick the crap out of Wonder Woman because she scarred his face last time, and so he goes straight for her. And then Enchantress, out of nowhere, turns on them just because she has like no loyalty or allegiance. And when she does this, it like splits the kids back into like whatever it is, 5 or 6
so
kids.
Hard they get toppled out of that, which.
And then so Billy, who's like the main kid, is like standing there open, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman didn't do, but like one of her Amazonians did. Like Wonder Woman was shocked. Like, wait, they were just kids in there the whole time. There was a bunch of kids that I was punching.
Yeah.
And then one of her soldiers just comes up behind him and just stabs right through him.
Oh yeah, it is a soldier. You're right. It's not her. Yeah. So he's dead. He dies like right there, and that's where Barry Allen is like, oh man, he's just a boy. And then this voice comes out of nowhere. Oh Barry.
Oh Barry.
Look what you did.
Oh Barry, check
Boom.
out this package.
Yeah, right? Jeez. Probably stuffs it.
So there's
Cucumber wrapped in
a lot
tin
of
foil.
friction happening there, Johnny.
Holy cannoli. So that's where we get left off here. Reverse Flash has shown his face finally. Hold on. Can I run to the bathroom real quick before we start issue 5?
Sure, yeah. Sorry.
Go back.
In the meantime, anybody got any questions? Oh, Charlie, take a look again. Are you sure that that's not? Are you sure about that, Charlie? What are you gonna do? Report me on my birthday, Charlie?
Yep.
How was it up there, Royce?
Well, you got cannoli?
Yeah. Do you want a cannoli, Royce? I've got 3 of them right here. 3 birthday cannolis.
Tempting. I should eat the rest of that brownie.
Yeah, but there's cannolis. It's not a brownie. Also, Royce made brownies for my birthday, so it was nice.
Yay.
I had some. They had in walnuts, almonds,
Pecans. And
pecans. In pecans, Royce wrote out ABG for always be Grookey. Yes, Royce is always very nice to all of us. Royce, what's that?
I tried.
Yeah. Royce, exactly. In honor of Grookey, there was the ABG.
And I'll post in the.
If you've got it, well, if you've got the JPEG, just come on over here.
No, that's not
Any questions in the meantime? Charlie, I know you missed the beginning part. Oh wait, Charlie, yeah. Charlie, what did you think about the origin story of Barry Allen becoming able to run fast because lightning hit a bunch of like his forensic chemicals? Did that make you stop and sigh the same way it made me? Or maybe am I giving comics too much of a hard time? Hell yeah, we gotta pick a camera,
I
right?
guess I could do that, yeah.
Slide it under there.
It's a bad photo. I tried.
Wait, turn it other way. Yep. Keep turning.
Oh, you want it this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
ABG.
Always be
Grookey.
it wouldn't fit otherwise, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
Always be Grookey. So I'm happy with that.
And now it's half eaten.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Vic.
May I steal one of those?
Yeah, have at it. Yeah, whichever one you want.
Whichever's less messy.
Yeah, I don't know. It just made me funny that maybe it was just the fact that they condensed it down to 2 images of him just sitting there at the desk, and then just lightning and Bunsen burners and Erlenmeyer flasks going everywhere, and now I can run real fast because of it. I don't know.
What? Did you game mail?
Yeah, is that what we're gonna play next? I mean, it's happening every time.
What the hell is going on here?
No, nope, can't see it. It's
Oh.
one, it's this camera, or two, just right under there. Other way. Yep. Little more forward. There we go.
I just walked past this in the back, and now I'm disturbed.
That's every comics corner, to be fair.
That's true.
Thank you, Rice, for agreeing. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, just lightning plus Earth plus science equals quick? Question mark.
Yeah. See, DC's origins even suck. It's not just their shipping or their books or their characters. It's everything.
It's okay. They're all digital now.
Bunch of jerks. So then, yeah, we open up and it's Thawne. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Eosard Thawne.
What?
That's his name.
What?
That's the guy's name. That's Reverse Flash's name. Eosard Thawne.
He's from the future, right? That's a future name.
25th century.
That's like something out of Gundam.
Gundam.
No, you don't understand. They wanted to make them Western sounding, and that's why they all have stupid names.
Like Eosard.
Right.
That'll work though.
Hell yeah.
But basically,
Yeah, no problem.
Flash is like, what the hell did you do? He's still blaming Reverse Flash for everything. And Reverse Flash is like, what I did? He's like, this is all you, Barry. Exactly.
Yeah. Here's his villain master stroke moment of, no, you were the bad guy the whole time.
And we find out that actually, what did happen, because Reverse Flash is able to jog Flash's memory.
He's able to do what to his memory?
Oh my god.
That's right.
Spider-Man meme.
Exactly.
It's you.
Exactly. Pointing at each other.
Jog, because running and fast. And Chucko, what's happening with
Barry?
Chuck, what's happening?
Barry.
I didn't even say hi to you yet. Is Chuck here?
Yeah, he's still here. Do you not have the chat?
I don't have the chat open
Oh,
today.
you don't? Okay.
No.
Sorry. Yeah. No, Charlie's here.
Hi. Go Cubs. Anyways, so he jogs his memory, and it turns out that actually is Barry Allen's fault, because what Barry Allen decided to do at one point was he was going to try to go back in time and stop Reverse Flash from killing his mom, and that one like butterfly effect changed everything. So when he came back,
exactly. It's like your mom's alive, but Bruce Wayne's died, and then everything else like Mira got killed, and this, that, and the other, and somehow because of that, Barry's the bad guy. But
you've realized that Barry actually he remembers he did do that, and yeah, so. Oh, and then he also revealed that somehow that knocked him out of like the time-space continuum.
Oh yeah, like now.
Yeah, like somehow because
now Dr. Zoom is I'm immune to time.
Right, because like Reverse Flash,
I'm out of the line.
It was some kind of like if you aren't alive, I can't be alive, because like you were saying like that paradox. But then somehow Barry Allen going back in time knocked Reverse Flash out of time, so now he's timeless. This is what I took away from this. I'm not just rambling.
Yeah.
So that's basically what happened. And so he realizes that it was his fault, and Thomas Wayne tries to step in, and he gets flashed. Right? That's what messes him up. And so he basically, this is where he's revealing to him, like you just said, that he's immune to the Flash, and he's like, he even has that line, right? I can hurt you, but you cannot hurt me, Barry. The legendary Flash cannot hurt Eobard Thawne. And then...
But I can.
Is that what he says?
No.
No. Oh, whoops.
That's a little too many spaces. Wait,
what about me? And look at that. It's badass Thomas Wayne stabbing the shit.
I love that he just got like some sweet Excalibur longsword from one of the Amazonians too, just out of nowhere.
And to be honest, I was like, are they gonna give him some like easy like death like that? And it is. That's how he kills Reverse Flash right there. He just killed Reverse Flash.
Sorry, Dr. Zoom.
I'm cool with that. And what he says is actually so great. He's like, doctor's advice, because he's Dr. Wayne. Doctor's advice: when you're in the middle of a war, don't stand still. Which is great because he's the Flash. That's funny. Good work. So, Flash realizes that he killed him, and then we see that Enchantress is still messing everything up, and out of nowhere, our Resistance guys show up for whatever reason.
Yeah, but look at that sweet like frog fly dude just jumping in there. He doesn't do
Flashpoint
anything at all, but man, do I love him.
What are you talking about? He's Yeah, not doing anything.
Yeah, he's just
And then,
like
yeah.
in the background of shots.
So then Enchantress is going
Going
crazy.
to town. They say that apparently she's on the side of Wonder Woman, but she doesn't even really care. She just wanted to F some stuff up, basically, she says.
Yeah.
Which, sure, I guess.
And so she shoots a green magic thing at the Flash to kill him, but Thomas Wayne jumps in the way, and then who takes her? And then it kind of looks like all hope is lost because Enchantress does that. Billy's dead, war's breaking out, and then in the last moment we see the Flash looking up and he says, "Knew it," and that's actually a really cool panel.
Yeah.
Super guy drops down.
Yes.
I don't even know what to call him. And the only thing he says is "no more." And
no, comma, more.
No more. And so he basically he steps in and he's like saying like he's had enough, and he's like he just takes it to them and basically stops the fight from going on. So then it's in this moment that
Flash realizes he's got to do what he does best, my man.
he's got to run.
Got to run. It's the only thing I can do anymore.
But Thomas Wayne does hand him this,
A note, yeah.
and he said, he asks him like, "Can you save my son?" And Barry Allen says he's gonna try, basically. And then in that moment, something like happens, like he's running,
Just runs
and
fast,
then
man. Speed Force.
he winds up.
Well, I think he just runs across the. Man, I saw the panel. I hate it already. He runs across the ocean and to go see his mom. Because it's during this current timeline. She's like, we're like, oh, the fighting is still going on. Like, what are you doing here?
Okay.
Man, just cover that up. I don't like seeing it, Johnny.
What?
The top left or top right rather.
Oh,
We'll get to that in a second. But
Cosmic Treadmill.
he runs across there. His mom is like, "What's going on? There's war going on," and he's like, "I'm trying to save you, Mom. That if I there's no way that I could save these millions, but also you. But I don't want to make the choice between the two."
Yeah.
And she basically says, well, if it's between me and them, you should choose them. Basically be selfless, be utilitarian, but also we've still in this timeline we've shared those experiences. Like if you're worried about not being able to spend the time with me in your timeline, just think about the fact that in this one we've lived a full life and it was good, and that was kind of enough reason for Barry to be like, all right, well, that's fine. I should save my timeline and just enjoy what I had in this one. And then also if you want to jump back to the last page to show off the stupidest image in the what are they saying there? What's the text about the
It's so hard to believe, Barry. I know, Mom. I changed the world for the worse. That thing?
well no whenever they actually talk about
Oh, I can't accurately travel to the past without a machine called the Cosmic Treadmill.
Can you pull that a little bit closer to this camera here? Just want to see. Look at him running on it.
Crank it up to 7.
Exactly. Oh man.
So he decides he's gonna go and stop other Flash, like his past self, on the Cosmic Treadmill. So he does that, and he knocks him off.
He didn't wipe it down.
Right, and as he knocks him off, we see like the current timeline, and then he gets thrown into this like crazy time warp where there's three different timelines. So I'm guessing this is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But
Or
they have to meld together to make the correct timeline, which was presumably the New 52 timeline. So.
Yeah, I see 3 timelines. And who is it that's talking to him? Who is this like person in the back? It's I don't know.
Is that Mr. Speed Force?
It might be. So, it's him going through time, seeing 3 different timelines, and then we wind up back in the very beginning of the book.
The same like beginning panel
Of him getting woken up at the forensic thing.
Yeah.
And then
Like there's still time now. It's you there. What day is it today? Get me the biggest Christmas goose you can for my mom, who is no longer with us now in this timeline.
so he goes to talk to Bruce Wayne, and
See you, Charlie.
oh, bye,
He's
Chuck.
got to head on out. I'll be seeing him later.
Ooh, look at you. So Flash goes to meet up with Batman to tell them like what went on, like what happened, and he gives him the rundown.
The what?
The rundown. Man, none of these were planned. I swear to God, I did not think of any puns. ahead of this, and I've dropped like 4.
Exactly.
I never realized how many flash puns there are.
The speed force is within you, my man.
I guess so. Give him the rundown,
Exactly, yeah,
jogging through his memory, flashbacks. Dude, holy
You were straight running on the cosmic treadmill before this, I think.
That must be what it is. So, the one thing that he like can't explain is that like he still has all the memories of the lifetime he had with his mom,
Yeah.
and he's like, is it like residual effect? And Batman's like, maybe it was a gift, so it's kind of like a happy ending there where he gets to have these memories with his parents, and Batman's like, well, you're very lucky to have that, basically. And so that's when the Flash is like, hey, actually, Bruce, and he hands him this note, and like, this is really touching. Like, it's a note that his dad wrote for him.
We don't get to see the full note. We see kind of like bits of it at the
Which
start.
I like.
And then
I like that we don't
I
see
think,
it.
I think that's a smart way to do it.
And he like literally collapses,
Yeah.
which I don't know. This is like touching as hell because it's Batman,
Mhm.
and you've never seen
Yeah,
this.
and as the character, that is a powerful moment of, hey, what if, his parents had known, that he lives or what happens in his world, and like, a moment to try and, communicate from, one universe to another. So yeah, it was, like our boy Batman there, just crying it out. That was me over this comic. And then there's President Obama.
Good old Barack.
looking good, Obama.
He Barack.
Got all those Chaos Emeralds, and now looking.
And then I think we just got some.
Yeah, these are like the variants and like promotional images of the 5 issues of Flashpoint. And there's a decapitated Mira. There's rough-looking Mr. What was his name again? Mr. Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was pretty solid. Again, as far as like our kind of foray on this channel into like kind of modern DC stuff, it was interesting, especially again like having no real reference point for any of the Flash stuff. Like I, obviously know about the character, some of the stuff.
There should have been a backstory book called Reference Point.
Exactly, yeah, Flashpoint reference point. Yeah, no, it was neat. But honestly, I feel like Thomas Wayne and Batman steal the show. What's going on here, Johnny?
I'm just looking at this artwork here. Am I like, is my ear in the
Johnny
thing?
cams. Well, I mean, this camera's right here.
Oh, hey. Hey.
And then, yeah, you're check out that fresh cut.
Yeah, look at that.
Cut
In the back of my hair.
I like your cut, G.
That's fine. Dang, these are cool.
I am not a fan.
No.
It's probably not good to brag on people on cam, so I'll leave it for afterward. But yeah, I liked scrawny little Superman, Subject 1 Superman. And then there was his name, the Outsider, like the businessman. I don't know anything about that guy either, but I don't know.
Oh, here's your guy, dude. Century Cricket.
Whoa.
Canterbury
Oh
Cricket.
man, I didn't know that they had a JPEG.
Flash fact: in England, there are no crickets. They are called grasshoppers. But the name alliteration in Canterbury Cricket was too cool to pass
That's
up, so
correct.
made it work.
I definitely agree.
I don't get it. What?
Canterbury Tales, Canterbury England, but I guess they're not they're grasshoppers. But
Oh,
cricket
I get
is
it.
Similar, so they wanted it.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I appreciate it. As a man who likes a lot of alliteration.
That's so weird. I had Canterbury chocolate last night. I'm not even kidding. I didn't realize that till just now. That's hilarious.
It's the timelines are merging. And then there's Robo-Obama.
Whoa, Robama.
And then yeah, Sandman. They don't really touch on him either. He does nothing in this, but I definitely digged his look in this. I need to find a Sandman comic, not Neil Gaiman related, but classic Sandman. And yeah, that's Flashpoint. Johnny, can I see the back of that book? Everything will change in a flash.
And it does. Pretty good. Pretty
That's
dramatic.
insane,
I don't know. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the treadmill, it'd be 9.
Wait, Vic asks, did you mean Cadbury chocolate? Like a Cadbury egg type thing? Or was it actually called Canterbury chocolate?
No, I think Vic's right, but it wasn't a Cadbury egg.
Yeah. Oh, they just have a regular.
No, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture because maybe it was. It was different. I don't know. It wasn't a Cadbury egg though. It was like a cookie stick covered in Cadbury chocolate.
So like British Pocky?
Actually, yeah, that's
Hell yeah.
kind of exactly what I would say. Yes, good analogy. Yeah, good analogy.
Yeah, she said a whole line of chocolates. A Bueno bar, Vic asks.
No, like I said, it wasn't a bar. It was like was like was it Pokey or Pocky?
Pocky, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Pocky.
Hell yeah. But yeah, much like Pocky, this was all right.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. And now I know how the new 52 got started.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing.
So that's cool.
It is a relevant story because it does like lead into kind of, well, not the most current modern era DC stuff, but still in the modern range. But yeah, again, like having not known too much about the Flash, like I now know a lot more about that. Some weird side characters. I now know that I need to find a story that involves the Canterbury Cricket.
Oh yeah.
And Sandman. And more Enchantress. So I'm sure in the coming days or coming weeks of the Comics Corner we'll find something like that. So
good stuff, man.
But
Why did we read this? Did somebody suggest it? Or
why did we read this? Yeah.
It sounded worse than it was.
Make it sound worse. Charlie in the chat I think had asked for to read something Flash related, and I think I suggested this. Just
okay.
Because it is a kind of, as far as like a standalone Flash thing, I knew that this would be.
Yeah, this was good to read. Not knowing anything. So, Mike.
Yes.
As one of the birthday presents from me to you, I would like you to 110% pick what we are reading next week for the Comics Corner.
So generous.
So what are we reading,
As
Mike?
if I hadn't already. As if I hadn't. So when you were here on Wednesday, I had my own.
Oh yeah,
Mike solo stream.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, for 2 hours.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
dude.
It was wild.
I didn't have a good week with my car.
I totally explained on your behalf that like it was like you're a trooper even for showing up, that you came in for like a few hours, banged out some work, but then had to leave immediately because of that.
Yeah. But the night before, I want to tell real quick.
Yeah.
I won't get too into it, and nothing really happened. But I left here on Tuesday night, and when I left here, my brake light came on, and I was like, oh, better keep an eye on that. And so I went to my parents' house after work, was there for like an hour. And then I went to leave my parents, and when I pulled out, I got to the stop sign at the corner and hit my brakes and didn't stop.
Jesus.
It went right through the intersection. Now, it was like on a side street, so luckily there was nobody at like 11 o'clock at night. But, yeah, what happened was my brake line rusted through, and all the brake fluid leaked out while I was parked up in front of my parents' house. So, had to get that fixed on Wednesday. That was important.
Exactly. But here we are.
Here we are.
New car, basically new place, so all new Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, not new cars, sorry. Fixed car. Yeah.
The car is like, there's so
car.
much repaired on that car, it's like Franken car at this point.
It's a real ship of Theseus going on there.
I mean, basically, since I've started doing the streams, I've had to have my car in the shop 3 or 4 times.
Damn.
That's happened, well, because it's happened a couple other times where I couldn't do something because of my car.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Or there was at least one other time. Maybe not, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but that car's needed a lot of work.
Vic says that could have been Johnny's origin story. About, I guess you zip through that.
Yeah, wait, do I get hit and then get my superpower? Is that like normal comic guy Johnny Boy was just leaving work one day when all of a sudden his brake line. That'd be my nickname. No, that'd be
the brake line.
Brake line.
Yeah, that is a pretty good one.
That is cool.
Ding says struck by lightning with brake fluid on him. But I guess
and now he can stop anytime he needs.
I was gonna say, yeah, at that point you just go either real slow or you can just stop anything in movement, anything in motion. So I guess surely there's somebody out there who that's their ability, right? It's like
stop time or something.
No, not even time.
I can stop everything.
Well, I mean I think that's the eventual thing. In the same way that Flash's eventuality became like time control, you're gonna eventually be able to stop time. But in like the gold and silver age. Break line comics, all you're really doing is just like stopping boulders from or missiles coming from America from those commies overseas.
I stopped the Cubs from losing in 2003. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad they won in 2016. Mike, what do you want to read, man? For your birthday.
Yeah. I've got my own. Speaking of modern forays into series, we did DC, so why not dip into a little bit of Marvel. Wabam! Doctor Strange, The Oath. I talked about it, like I said, on the previous stream that I had because I was going through. I brought a bunch of stuff from home. I brought some stuff from here. It was a hot mess. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Vic, for pretending to be shocked, as if I didn't already show this on the stream on Wednesday. But so I was showing through this book right here is it's a book that I like because it's basically the first 18 issues of Doctor Strange, like starting from Strange Tales 111. It's done in this small format. Kind of tough to read at times, so you got to get like real close. Getting real cozy in my bed with this one now, like the last couple weeks. But yeah, I was obviously I'm always on a Doctor Strange kick. He's probably my favorite Marvel character, and if not, I think overall probably my favorite superhero. Cause look at him, like check out that badass splash page. We got him and Clea and the Ancient One. Everything that's going on there, I am all about. He does magic. It's cool stuff. But oh, sorry, were you trying to look at it?
I want to see that.
Yeah. But I was just always a fan of Doctor Strange when I started to learn more about him, because I was like wizards and stuff. I like magic. But the Oath is like, I'm sure if you look up like top 10 Doctor Strange storylines, it's probably on every one of them, because again, like it is, as far as like modern Doctor Strange goes, it's a pretty solid one, because it's one of the kind of books where you could jump in, much like with the Flash stuff, of not really knowing too much about him, and it's not like it really like leaves you in the dust or anything like that, because we kind of like learn a bit of the origins, we learn a bit more about Stephen Strange, and it's just a fun kind of interesting story. This one is only
awesome.
I believe this one is also only 5 issues. I think it says the Oath 1 through 5, plus a 4-page series teaser. Oh man, you'd be crazy not to buy it in trade paperback format. But yeah, that's my suggestion for next week. So start on it now, because we're already a few days into it. So it's still gonna be due on Wednesday. Apologies for the if for those of you who only found out about it now, but I also mentioned it on Wednesday just so we can kind of like people get a head start on it if they wanted to. But yeah, that'll be what's due for Wednesday. So that's my birthday boy pick of the week, and then the following week will be Johnny birthday boy pick of the week. So stay tuned for those.
And if you've paid attention to our other streams, you should know what I'm gonna pick, because I'm gonna pick
something Wolverine.
No, actually, I'm gonna pick my favorite Batman story.
Hell yeah!
And I've mentioned several times what that is.
I am looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So it's one that I haven't read in a bit too, so I'm glad to get back to it. But yeah, so for this week, for Wednesday I think it's the 19th, right?
It certainly
Wednesday
is.
the 19th. Yeah, the day before your birthday.
Birthday Eve.
Exactly. On all Johnny's Eve, we'll be talking and reviewing Doctor Strange: The Oath, and then the following week we'll have Johnny's book to dive into. So 7:40. Anything else you want to talk about, Johnny?
No, because the thing was the DC things getting canceled.
Yeah,
that was the
exactly.
news of the week.
That's
That was
kind of interesting.
the big deal.
We'll see how it goes. I still haven't heard back from our DC rep at Lunar about where our...
Oh, well, I can bitch about this real quick. I was
Sure.
telling you before the stream. I ordered an omnibus off Amazon, and it was brand new from Amazon Prime, and it arrived opened like it was not. I think it was used. It was like all dinged up, the book, and it was not in the plastic wrap that all new omnibuses are in. It was, and I was like, what? Taped it back up and returned it. I was like, no, thank you. So I screw Amazon. That's why I order local. I couldn't get the book through here. That was another reason.
Jeff Bezos read that copy and was like, I don't like anything that I'm reading here.
Well, you know what? Fuck him, because it was the Wolverine omnibus, and I didn't get my swear in today. So you know what? Good time to let it out.
To be fair,
Jeff.
I think we had a swear at the start, but it doesn't matter.
Shit doesn't count. F is the only word I can only say once. You could say shit on TV now, okay?
Sure, yeah.
You said it in South Park. We're more adult than South
If
Park.
I could say it on TV, I could say it on the Comics Corner, Mom.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Well, we still got some time here. I don't really have anything to talk about, but let's get a taste of the birthday boy, the Mike solo stream. Johnny, crack that pack open for me. What do we show the camera? What do we got here?
What do we got here? Upper Deck Marvel Annual 2018 to 19, 5 cards per pack.
Hell yeah.
Is Wolverine in here?
Maybe. Was he? What year was that? I think it said
18-19.
What?
2018 2019.
They said like 18-19.
Oh, wait. You know, here's Johnny's secret story. One time when I was a kid, my first job, I worked at this place called Bill's Drive-In at the corner of Nagle Northwest Highway, which is no longer there, but Bill's Drive-In was my first job. And a couple of my buddies came in one day, and he's like, my one guy was like, hey, what time did you get off? And I was like, 5:36, and he goes, that's really exact. And I'm like, that's pretty broad, dude. I'm like, it's like a half hour. And he's like, Oh, you hit, and then I didn't even realize what he thought I meant. He thought I meant 5:36 on the dot.
Yeah.
I was like, no, 5:36, like slash. So, I can open this?
Yeah.
I haven't opened a
look.
pack of cards in a long time.
I haven't since Wednesday.
That might be a long time for you. Okay, who we got? Iceman? Oh
Nobody's
no.
favorite. What's
Oh
that?
yeah, what? Why is Iceman a chick? It says Iceman.
Ice Woman.
That's weird. Oh wait, Darkstar? I don't know what's going on here. Sasquatch? Oh yeah, Sasquatch. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh. It's got Logan. I thought it was going to be a Wolverine card. It's Infinity Wars. I don't know. That's cool. I like
Captain.
That's
Captain,
why I
Captain,
like-
and Hulk.
that. Yeah. Love that captain.
2 Caps and a Hulk.
Vanig. I don't know that one either. Vanigast? I don't know.
He's a top 10 apparently.
Oh,
Top 10
Valkyrie.
villain. And Valkyrie. Oh yeah.
1995.
Let's see. I didn't realize there was only 5 cards in there. Otherwise, I would have stocked up on more. But let's see what.
What else we got? Where'd you get these?
I have my sources.
Okay. Pastimes.
Kiss and tell about where I buy my packs.
Ooh, the Wasp.
And there she is.
Ooh, the Invincible Iron Man. Kinda like that. Oh, Medusa. That's
Hell yeah.
cool.
That's Mike's pick right there.
Oh. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Why are you just teasing?
Well, because it's confusing. I don't know what's going on here.
Sure.
It's
Armor?
I don't know that. Yeah, armor. Well, we got. It's Loki, but it's a Doctor Strange background. So I saw the Doctor Strange and thought,
Oh man,
Yeah, what's
how
it-
great would that have been? Yeah, nice try, Vic. That's my Medusa. Well, maybe we'll see. Yeah, Vic already has some cards that they're picking up. Yeah, that was in the in that story arc. I think that was Mark Waid. Loki was like kind of like one of the main villains.
yeah, that's what it's
of
looking like
Doctor
on the back.
Strange. So I guess that makes sense. But man, how perfect would that have been if that was the good Doctor? But instead we get Loki, who I guess he's not that bad.
No, he's cool.
He's a trickster.
Yeah. Do you have any for you to open?
What's up?
Do you have any for you to open?
These are you're the man under the gun here. You got the camera there. You got hashtag card cam.
I guess you're right.
Vic, stay away from my redheads. That's where I'll fight you. Alrighty, Johnny. Do we want monsters? Do we want video game heroines? Or do we want? Wait a minute. No. Here's the better one. Monsters or monster trucks?
Monsters.
That's not the answer I was expecting.
Oh,
No. That's fine.
like what kind of
Let's take a
monsters?
look here.
Oh,
This one is morbid monster cards with loathsome limericks. I will, Vic. I'll fight you on Sunday at 4:30.
hope I get Dracula.
I hope I get the
Wait, I already
wolf-
mentioned
the Wolfman.
Frankenstein. Nearsighted Ned.
Okay, so these are like straight up like garbage pail kid style. It looks like. Yes. Which ones?
VIP.
Oh, VIP. Yeah. I'm a VIP. Give me 1 second.
Scurvy Skip.
We'll read off the limericks. Is there limericks on the back?
Oh yeah. On a ship of dead souls Skip did ride, a treasure map served as his guide. A trip was for naught, for the treasure he sought was not there, for the map maker lied.
Hell yeah.
That explains that.
What was the first one? Did we read that one? Yep. They are the English ones.
The Cyclops named Nearsighted Ned had one eyeball in front of his head. His
Okay.
vision was blurry, so when in a hurry, his body got battered and bled.
Okay.
Morbid.
Obviously, like, yeah. All
That's
right.
morbid monsters.
Oh, yep.
Batty Betty. Batty Betty had eyes that were pink. Her body was colored like ink. Her sleep was nocturnal. Her screech is infernal. Her mortal could sleep at a wink. Oh, Batty Betty. She's kind of hot. I like the green tongue.
Is she?
Yeah. Jabbering Joel.
All right. Tell me more about Jabbering Joel.
There was an old creature named Joel, whose jabbering was very droll. He acted quite bad when the townsfolk went mad and buried him deep in a hole.
I don't know, maybe these monster cards were a bust. I shouldn't have gone so deep on them.
Yeah, they're a little whack. Alien Anne. There was once an alien named Anne. To take over the world was her plan. She was having great sport, but her plans were cut short when she ran right in front of a van. Wait. Oh no, they're all 5. Is limerick? It's limericks. Does that mean it's only 5 lines? I'm guessing that's why they're all 5 lines. Are there different limerick structures? Oh my god. Oh my god. Tortured Todd and tormented Terry. Poor Todd and sad Terry weren't fun. Their brains would continually run. They were very troubled, for their thoughts were doubled. Who says 2 heads are better than 1?
Does look pretty cool. I guess it's kind of a mess going on there, but
Ghostly Gary. There once was a ghost they called Gary, who tried really hard to be scary. He did all he knew, but his prey would just moo, for Gary was haunting a dairy.
okay.
Cosmic Treadmill.
So we're not as sweet as I thought they'd be.
Lucius Lucretia. Lucretia looked luscious. Oh, luscious. Lucretia looked luscious in black. Her hair grew quite long down her back. She knew she was bad, as bad as these,
I was gonna say,
when she drove the men mad by stretching them out on the rack. Well, make your other friends do it. Make Charlie read these.
Yeah.
Well,
Subject other people to.
We have 8 of 45.
Yeah.
So we're almost there.
So yeah. If anybody wants Batty Betty, because also real quick, by the New Mutants, those cards on there, those were ones. Those were more bangers. I opened heavy metal cards.
Oh, cool. What do you got?
So
Oh.
So those are the ones that that Vic has claimed. Because I opened up a bunch of them, and I'm like, all right, I ranked them from like coolest to least coolest, and then while they were ranked, Vic made some claims on some of them. That one is especially.
Yeah, that one's cool. I think they're doing it.
Where's the? Oh, there they are.
Oh yeah.
Check. I don't know who. Vanagast. Yeah, apparently the #1 villain during this time was Vanagast. Never heard of them, but #1. Speaking of #1 in my hearts, Medusa getting caps. I don't know who Armor is. Loki at Vic's pile. This one's got Captain America, Sasquatch, Dark Star. I guess is the Iceman one.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with those at the first.
Funny. How do you feel about Valkyrie, Vic? Vic, you have a Medusa statue? Is that what you're trying to guilt me into? You love and want Valkyrie? Yeah, toss it on the pile.
Oh.
Yep. And Vic, tell me what you think about that one, and then let me see. Anything going on here? What's just the creature? That's a cool one. Gary, 2 heads, Alien Anne.
Alien Ant Farm.
Annie, are you okay?
Ooh.
At least looking at her on Sunday. Yeah, you could visit her on Sundays. I think these are the only 2 chase ones from that set. We got Batty Betty and Luscious Lucretia. I don't know, man. I thought they were so promising. I got so many packs of that one. But yeah, I think maybe next time we'll open up more nonsense stuff. Maybe we'll skip the. We'll see if you win visitation rights, Vic. But yeah, I got more packs, more variety for next time. More nonsense, just because that's what I ended up. Man, there was another pack. Oh no, I got so many monster ones. The fool I was.
I'll get that box.
What's that?
I'll get a whole box.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm an idiot. But yeah, so we are at 7:53 right now. Yeah, Flashpoint was all right. This is a good one. Anything else going on this week, Johnny?
I'm moving tomorrow, so I'm gonna take some boxes. That's about it.
Yeah, we got boxes for days in the back. Thank you, Diamonds. That's the one thing they do right, is give us a bunch of boxes for us to use for our nonsense.
They are decent boxes.
They are. Except for holding comics. Then they kind of
Yeah, but they're good for other stuff. For like,
Exactly,
you know, moving. But that's all I got.
Yeah, I think that's all that I've got too. Thanks everybody for coming out for my birthday stream.
Hey.
Thanks Johnny for coming out in on a day off. Vic says thanks for streaming, lads. Thanks for coming out. And we'll see you guys on Sunday. So it sounds like we'll have a little mini birthday bash Sunday here at the store at 4:30. Bring your masks. Bring your gifts for Johnny and I. And yeah, we will see you guys then. That all correct then, Johnny?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, we will see you guys.
Okay, peace.
We will see you guys next week, and don't forget, not all heroes wear capes.